What's up, everyone? Erod here with my latest video. This is gonna be twofold. I'm just gonna go on a little rant here. Just bear with me. But Undisputed Frost put out a tag video, showing support the community, thing that I believe in a lot. This community is a lot of fun. It's all about comics. It shouldn't be about anything else. People's opinions are just that, opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody has one. But without this community, I wouldn't have met a whole bunch of good guys. In life, I would never have dealt with these guys. All the New York Warriors, Manny NYC and Silos and all of those guys, Biggies. I met them through this comic community. Now we hang out, go to cons, have a blast, and just makes collecting comics that much more fun. And listen, I'm a long-time collector. I'm one of the senior citizens on this community here. And I've been collecting for 35 plus years on and off. And I started out old school. I was collecting, Captain America, X-Men, the books of my time, And as time went along, you evolved with the times. I got out of the game for a while, and then Brewbreaker just did her phenomenal run on Captain America with the death of Captain America and Winter Soldier, and it just brought me back into the fold of collecting comics stronger than ever. I've been on YouTube for almost 3 years, and when I started, I was watching guys like Jimmy C and Lightning, Mercenaut, and those guys, and just absorbing everything they were talking about and learning more and more about the newest stuff, which I was slowly getting into, the image books and everything else. And then we kind of, a crew of us that came along at that time, Amazing Murphinator and quite a few other guys, all started talking, and Ray and Marty and those guys and Tim and all of those guys, we're all out about the same time, and we all kind of had the same kind of taste. But what happens? Times change again, and now a new generation of collectors or a new generation of YouTube guys come out, seeking them in comics. That whole Hawaiian crew, and Doom 143, Alex the Comic Hoarder, Master X Splinter, who, dude, if you do not watch him, he is the new Mercenaut. The kid is always putting out nothing but valuable information out there. And that's besides the stuff he holds to himself until he gets his books. But, guy just has a wealth of knowledge on modern stuff. So you have to evolve. I mean, when I started collecting, I didn't collect things like this. That's my latest Wonder Woman statue right there, based off the Adam Hughes thing, which my wife loves. And, Wonder Woman is amazing, and everything, that all the artwork and the artists and just statues in general. My love for the X-Men is shown right there. But, I collect everything now. I collect modern. I collect variants, a little bit of everything is the way I've come across, and I have fun. But it's all about having fun with comics. Who should have an opinion on what you collect and what you don't collect? It's your money. It's your hobby. It's your fun. That's why it's a hobby. So we can collect the way we want to collect it. You know what? If they don't like it, fuck off. But just wanted to put out my 2 cents on this tag. And show you, they asked, but just to show you a little bit of something here. Listen, I am a variant guy, especially if it's a great variant. That, to me, Eddie Gradno's variant on that is an amazing variant. I love that. But I'm also a picker. I love to go to the flea markets because you never know what the fuck you're going to find in a flea market. You've seen some of my videos. Some of the books I found for $1 are amazing. So just to show you, I hit the flea market today. These are all dollar books. So Michael Turner goodness. Yes, I collect artists. So I do collect Michael Turner books. I do collect Adam Hughes books. I collect art journals, just some of the better artists out there. I collect for covers now too. Something I never did before in the past, I collect for covers. Although this Flash story arc is a good story arc. But I collect for covers now. Here's another one I found today for $1. And these books are all super sharp. I'm talking to the guy, he bought a 2,000 book collection. I went in there. He had one long box out. I started going through. He started pulling out long boxes. If I wanted to pull out 5 long boxes, I got to pick through. It's just me and one other guy, and he missed a couple of books. But first Harley Quinn in Batman story arc, $1. Adam Hughes goodness right there, another $1. These books are all super nice. And we were talking about what story arc did you enjoy? Nothing better for me than this. The John Byrne, Chris Claremont run on X-Men is my favorite run of all time. I had the opportunity to meet John Byrne this time around. Is he a little crotchety? Absolutely. Matter of fact, we're sitting there talking to him, and he was going to sign on the logo, and I asked him if he could sign somewhere else, only because Claremont likes to sign there. And his response was, well, I'm going to sign there, flashes the bird, and says, tell Claremont I said to go fuck himself, with a smile on his face. But it was fucking priceless. Me and my son couldn't stop laughing. But, you know, again, these are my passions. They might not be everybody else's passions, but it's what I enjoy. And if you don't like it, oh well, don't watch it. Don't comment on it. I've been to shops where guys look at me and I'm the older guy buying in the shop. So right away they think I'm only buying the older stuff. Or I've walked in places where people think I'm a flipper. And that stuff annoys the shit out of me. Do we all flip a book here and there to make money to fund our hobby? Yes, we do. So fucking what? Somebody's willing to buy it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. That's all it is. So if this book I sell for $50, if this book I sell for $2, it is what it is. You know what? As long as I'm happy, so be it. But a lot of love and shout outs to the whole community. Seeking your comments. Great video. Enjoyed your context on there. Keep up the good work. Don't let these people bring you down. Just do what you do, kid, because you do a good job out there. I enjoy watching your videos all the time. Watch it every time. You, the Doom, Alex, guys all put out good content. My man Manny NYC and all the New York Warriors, keep doing your thing. You guys don't let anybody stop your hustle. Jimmy C, time for you to put out some videos, bro. You know, you were one of the Jedis when I first came out. I used to watch your videos all the time. Awesome meeting Jimmy and talking to him at a con. Just good stuff. There's a lot of other guys that through the time I've met at cons and stuff like that, and it's just fun part about it. But I'm gonna make this a twofold because I've got some CGC books that I want to share with you guys. So I'm just gonna pause this for a minute, set up, and then we'll continue with some nice slabs that I want to show you guys. All right, so I'm back. Listen, again, and this will just parlay into it, but this is what the community is all about. There's a YouTuber who used to do quite a few videos. He hasn't done as much now, but he's all on all types of social media. Mike Psych, New York Warriors all know him. Dude, he's a good young guy, you know what I'm saying? And he's sharp, a younger man who collects Silver Age monster books. I pressed out a whole bunch of books for him. I pressed out his Green Lantern 2, his 3, his 4, Hawkman 4. Guy had just key after key after key. I was impressed. I really enjoyed pressing these books for him. And he was shooting up to Baltimore Comic Con. For those of you that don't know, Baltimore does on-site grading, which is a big thing. They don't do it at too many cons anymore, but it gives you the opportunity. Let's say drop your book off on Friday. Hopefully by Sunday, books will be graded for you. Don't have to worry about the shipping and charge a little more, but books are in hand. So if I had a major key, that's what I would be doing. I would be taking it there, paying whatever the fee was, and getting it in hand. That way I don't have to worry about that book being shipped anywhere. It'll be right in my hands. But anyway, we worked out a deal. I pressed a bunch of books for Mike, and he dropped off some books at CGC for me, and I paid the difference on whatever it was. So I'll show you what he dropped off for me, because he did me a real solid. I want to thank him for that. But first one was this beauty. And excuse the glare, but it's kind of unavoidable right now. Let me see if I could adjust this a little bit here to get some glare out. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think that's a little better. But anyway, Batman 635, first Red Hood. Came back at 9.8. I was so happy to get this book back. I mean, I paid $50 for this book at a flea market from a guy that I deal with, and worked out really good. The other thing I want to talk about is, do you guys track your books and the value of your books? I do. I use the CLZ app. Unfortunately, I'm recording on my phone, so I can't show it to you, but quite a few guys use that app. I enjoy it. I think it gets the job done for me. Not only can I catalog all my books, but I can catalog when I purchased the book, where I purchased the book, the price I purchased it. You can put notes in there. So I put down the CGC grade, and I keep track. Every 4 to 6 months, I update it, and I list the value of the book. That way I know if that book is increasing or depreciating. If I just want to look up a specific book, you can do it on CGC. I mean on the, I'm drawing a blank now, but it's the other site I use to get my grades, GPA analysis. But this is a way for me to have it on record all the time for myself. But again, Batman 635. Another book that I had Mike drop off for me was this. This is 7 to Eternity, number 9. I believe this was a variant only sold at Toronto Comic Con. It's the red variant. There's only 400 of these made. Book came back in 98. Super, super happy to have this in the collection. I mean, you know, really, really nice variant to have. So old guys collect variants too. Next book I dropped off, he had dropped off for me there, was this. Superman, Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 134. First appearance of Darkseid. 6.5 off-white to white pages. I think if you were doing older books there, it was $55 and models were $30, where it's usually about $35, but the shipping and everything is included. But to have that book back, and the thing with this is sometimes because they're grading quicker, they're a little more lenient. So if you're looking for flip books, that's another way for you to go. But 6.5 grade on this book I paid $25 for about 2 years ago. Nothing but a win for me. And then the last book that he submitted for me was this. And I paid $125 for this at Big Apple 2 years ago. I was able to talk the guy down, and it came back a 6.0 after I pressed it out and everything, so I was really happy. I was on the CGC forums, and that's another tool that I use. It's not for everybody, but there are some really good things on there, and they have a thing where you scan your book and take a picture of your book, put it on there, and guys will, it's called please grade my book. So you put it on there, and the guys will take a look at your pictures, and they'll give you opinions. But you'll learn that there's certain guys on there that are very good at grading books, and you just take a consensus of it and look and see. And then when you get your grade back, you'll see how accurate these guys are. Now you know that these guys there are giving you kind of an accurate grade, and you'll also learn to grade from it. So it's a good tool to use. We had this at a 5.5, 5.0 to 5.5 on there. Came back a 6.0, so super, super happy with this. You know, this book now is a couple $100 more than what it was originally when it wasn't encapsulated. So thanks to Mike Seif on that. Another thing I utilized on the CGC forums there is time payments. If you're into getting big books like I am, it's a good option if you can find the vendor who's willing to do it. You usually put like a 20% down payment on the book, and then make either weekly or bi-weekly payments based on your agreement with him. Not all vendors will do it, but some do. If the guy's reputable enough and you read, you know, his feedback and everything like that, it's a way of doing things. So I did it with this book here, and I was really, really happy to get that. Amazing Spider-Man, number 6, first appearance of the Lizard in a 5.0. I mean, that book is just beautiful. Love that book. Another one I did with a different vendor, I got 2 books from him. It took me a little bit of time to pay these off, but I think they're well worth it. Fantastic Four, number 48, first appearance of Silver Surfer, and first cameo appearance of Galactus, although he's predominant in the cover. If Silver Surfer ever becomes anything, this is the book to have. Besides that, it's that classic Kirby run where book after book they just killed it. 48, 50, 52. I mean, it's just 46. You know, just so many keys in that run that I've been trying to fill in little by little. By doing time payments, I was able to pay it out. But this is the book that sealed the deal for me. When he agreed to doing time payments, I had to jump on it. Yeah, look at that. That book presents really, really well in my opinion. It definitely has some issues on the top. You know, it's not completely around the corners, but that cover, the front cover, is really, really nice. ASM number 3, first Dr. Octopus. So I just added 2 more villains to my roster of books that I have in my collection. I got Dr. Octopus and I got the Lizard. You know, I'm only down to a few key villains there, and I should have my run. I still need first Sandman. I still need first Vulture, and first Electro are high on the list. First Enforcer is number 10 also. But knocked out a bunch of the keys, and I'll show you now because I got a couple of them graded also. So just another option for you guys if you're into buying slabs, even raw books. Just some books to look at. And I'll show you a little bit of a failure, although I'll make out okay. I'll probably make out even. This came back a 5.5. I bought this 2 years ago, and in my haste and excitement to get this book, because it was a book I was looking, I didn't realize that there was a stain in the center, which really hit this a lot. And the book probably had a little bit of water damage to it because it has some waviness to it that even pressing out didn't take it all out completely. But this came back a 5.5, so with the press, with the grading and encapsulation fee and everything like that, I broke even with this book. So I'm happy with that. But the book is rising, so I might probably, sell this book and pick up a higher grade. And these just came in this morning through CGC, so I just wanted to share them with everybody. Basically got these books. I'm just going to adjust this there. Got these books about an hour ago. Decided to do this video. Another part of that haul was this high-grade copy of Strange Adventures number 205. This is a book that's been picking up steam even after Justice League Dark stopped becoming the hot thing that it was and just turned out to be a cartoon, not an actual movie. This book here, First Dead Man, is a key to have, and it's picked up a lot of steam. I bought this almost 3 years ago at a pretty low cost. It's about $300 more now in profit than what I paid for it, so I'm always happy to have a profit. It always, not that you're gonna sell it, but just for your own personal satisfaction to know that you picked up something for a lower price, and now it's worth more. Always makes you feel good. Another book like that, and my man Jimmy C put me onto this book, and that's First Mysterio, Amazing Spider-Man number 13. Picked this up from Zap Comics at East Coast Comic Con 2 years ago. I think I paid $200 for this book, and it had a crease in the middle which pressed out perfectly, and there's some spider wear to it, but this book is really a nice mid-grade book. I got back a 5.5. I think we estimated it at a 4.0 that time when we were haggling for the prices. That's what the GPA analysis was, the price for a 4.0 back then. But 5.5, $600 book now. Yeah, I'll take that. Amazing Spider-Man number 13. Oh yeah, here's another book I picked up last year through some time payments. We had this graded at about a 3.0. It was a Good Plus, which is about a 3.0. Came back at 3.5. Really happy with that. That's affordable range for me. So about a $500 book right now for Amazing Spider-Man number 14, first appearance of the Green Goblin. Like I said, the hits just keep coming, and this will be my last one here. And then I'm done with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these books, and appreciate everybody who's watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. If you like these, hit the like button. If you don't, so be it. Leave your comments. I always try and get back to everybody on the comments section. About 525 subscribers there now, so over, not bad. A couple of years, could be better, but not bad. No complaints. I don't put out videos as often as I used to, just because I'm not buying I'm focusing more on keys than anything else. And there's the last key for you guys. Brave and the Bold number 54, 6.0. I got this for a steal. Bought this on the forums for, I think it was $125. And right now that's probably like a $500 book right there too. So to have the first Teen Titans in my collection, I have the first Teen Titans, the third Teen Titans. Still trying to get that first Donna Troy, but super happy to have this collection. So that's my whole video. Sorry it's a little long. I just had a bunch of books I wanted to share with everybody, talk a little bit about the community, and keep going strong, guys. It's a wonderful community. It's a great way to meet people, talk to people you would never have talked to before. Share ideas about collecting. We don't have to all agree, but we should all get along. If you don't like something, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Plain and simple. Keep your opinion to yourself. But other than that, till my next video, peace.